You ask me for my name, and I say it's pronounced Mendoza. And again, the Spaniard slits it out my throat, pats me on the tongue, tells me I have been a good subject. And again, I have traded this empire back for my former one. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to confuse you. I too would like to proudly bestow a heritage, except I do not know what home I'd tell my children to go to. I speak English, and my abuelo's cane shakes. I speak Spanish, and an Aztec priest hugs the smallpox with his lungs. I say Nahuatl, and a Huicharica mother asks for her daughter back. When I say home, to whose mother am I referring? Which war am I praying to flee? Ask me of my name, and I will tell you of the first men who brought it here, how they'd unleash dogs upon the children and clothe entire villages in flames. Ask me of my name, and I will tell you how I only have it because a Spaniard stamped it into a Kashkana woman with his teeth. I'm sorry. I would have known I'm sorry. I did not mean to bring my blood into the room. I too would like to state my presence and not hawk up a genocide. I'm sorry. I would have known my indigenous parts first, but I searched for my kin in a school book and learned only of them as the European's casualty, and that I asked for history and was handed a cup of blood. I'm sorry. I reached back across the border to find anything that has not already been buried, but most times I find America imperialized an already colonized nation. Most times I find colony stacked atop another colony, repeatedly, a birthday cake of mass graves. So when you ask how deep must I go to find my origins, this is not a metaphor. I mean, there's most likely a Walmart plopped upon my ancestors. I mean, in the shoveling for identity, I must unearth all the shopping malls and pipelines that have crushed it. I mean, the Spanish literally built the Mexican capital over the Aztec city and broadened it to swallow the entire lake. That each year, the city sinks whole feet into a cavity of its own making. I mean, bedrock becomes untrustworthy when it was someone else's home. Ask me of my name, and I'll tell you I do not know how to honor my existence and the Holocaust that caused it in the same mouth. Ask me of my name, and I'll say it's still a last thing I have left to pride in a country that does not want it here. Ask me of my name, and I'll say it's pronounced Mendoza, but Huicharica woman at the top of my neck sings and cries in the same tone. It's okay, love. You've survived. Now dig deeper. Find me. How we doing, Houston?